loads of Mora for just standing around? Oh, better yet, for just sitting around? That's the kind of task we're interested in now.
We don't currently have any commissions like that. However, I do have some relatively simple requests from residents that will pay several thousand Mora.
Really? That's all? That isn't nearly enough for Paimon. Yeah, Effendi, are there any high-paying commissions available?
Ah, I see. Let me think. Spontamod recently initiated a research project on the ley lines and is looking for paid volunteers. There are several researchers in Spontamod who specialize in studying ley lines, so there is a great demand for ley lines data. Researchers often need to enter domains to investigate ley line disorders. They have been understaffed for some time, even after recruiting a good number of their own students. So, now they've turned to recruiting large numbers of volunteers. They offer substantial pay, but they also have strict requirements for the quality of the volunteers. Are you interested? Yes, let's walk through the recruitment process. First of all, are you proficient with one or more types of weapon? Very good. How's your understanding of elements? Are you capable of using elemental powers? All right, I'll put you down as the Traveler, right? Okay, I finished the registration. I'll be coordinating the necessary supplies and payments for volunteers later. You'll have to find Gafor for more details about the job. However, he has an important visitor today, so I don't think he'll be in the academia. According to the standard protocol for receiving visitors, he will most likely bring the visitor to the Puspa Cafe. You can go there and talk to him when his time with the visitor has finished. He sounded like he was in quite the rush to recruit volunteers when he contacted me, but now he's showing a visitor around. Seriously, who could be so important?
Take it easy.
Nyangkut.
Do you still remember what the coffee's like here?
Of course. How could I forget? It used to be my go-to drink here. Listen, Gafor. I suppose I should call you Professor Gafor now. We're old acquaintances, so how about we stop beating around the bush, First you wanted to catch up, and now the coffee. If you have something to say, just say it.
Oh, that's Gafor! He's the one we're searching for. But he seems to be busy talking with someone else. Maybe we should wait for them to finish.
Oh, well, it's nothing really. It's just that ever since you left the academia, our original projects and plans have lost their backbone, so to speak. Cyrus is also disappointed. He's always valued you as a proud disciple. To be honest, it's a real shame that you left the academia, Lisa. With your wisdom and intellect, had you stayed in the academia, you would have become a herbot by now.
Hold on! That's Lisa! The librarian Lisa! Our Lisa! Paimon heard that Lisa had studied at the academia before, but that was a long time ago. What's Lisa doing here now?
Magang, guys. Studi banding.
If I'm reading the situation right, you're reminiscing about the past to convince me to come back, aren't you?
Well, I heard that you're currently the librarian for the Knights of Favonius in Mondstadt. If you ask me, that's a tragic waste of your talents. Why waste your time and energy on something as trivial as taking care of a library? Your time is much more valuable than that. If you're willing to come back to the academia, I have plenty of projects for you to preside over right away. The academia needs people right now, and some of these projects are quite important.
Yawn. So all this talk is to convince me to come back. I'm guessing Professor Cyrus doesn't know that you're talking to me about this.
As a matter of fact, he has long wanted you to come back and work at the Academia.
Is that so? You know, Professor GeForce, it isn't a good idea to lie to people. Our teacher knows exactly why I left the Academia after only 2 years. He would never ask me to come back. Giving up my life in Mondstadt and returning to the Academia as a Spontamod researcher. The price of seeking wisdom is no longer something I'm willing to pay. So please, don't bother trying to get me to come back.
Wow! So Lisa used to be a Spontamod researcher? Paimon's never heard her mention it before.
Besides, taking care of a library is important work. I've never considered it a waste of my time. Wisdom is hidden in every corner of the world. Never underestimate wisdom, no matter how small it may appear. That's what our teacher always said. A good scholar wouldn't overlook the small details, GeForce. I'm sorry. I'm still not used to calling you Professor. Nevertheless, the underlying meaning of what you just said is simply wrong. And there's one other detail you probably haven't noticed. 2 people have been eavesdropping on us for quite a while now. Is there anything we can help you two with?
Hello, Lisa!
Well, if it isn't you two. Long time no see, cutie. Paimon.
Cutie.
Excuse me, but what business do you two have here?
Well, actually, we're here to participate in a research project on ley lines for Spontamod. We just finished registering with Effendi.
A research project on ley lines? Oh, darling. You haven't joined the Academia, have you?
Right. Effendi told us a research project is looking for paid volunteers. That's what we came to see GeForce about.
Paid volunteers? GeForce, is the Academia really that understaffed? Or are there projects that insist on the use of outsiders?
No. The paid volunteers are for a conventional project to monitor the ley lines. All operations follow the prescribed safety protocols. We rely on a lot of manpower to collect the data. There's no way around it now. But if only you would agree to come back and preside over some matters, we wouldn't have to go through all this nonsense.
If memory serves me right, collecting ley lines data requires investigators to go deep into domains, which can be dangerous.
We've seen our fair share of combat since leaving Mondstadt. Exploring a domain is like a walk in the park to us.
It's been so long now. I can only imagine what wonderful stories you have to share.
So there's nothing to worry about.
Since you two are here to apply for the project, then please wait a moment while I talk to Lisa.
I'm sorry, GeForce. My answer is still no.
Aren't you even a little bit interested?
I have never regretted my decision to leave the Academia. And I don't think that will change in the future.
I thought after all this time you would have a different answer. But you're still as obstinate as ever, Lisa. You've made yourself clear. I'll only make a fool of myself if I keep insisting. In that case, I still have unfinished business to take care of, so I'll take my leave. See you at the Darshan reunion in a few days.
Yes. Don't worry. I'll be there on time.
As for you two, please come see me later in the Mautiima Forest when you're free. We'll need your help with the volunteer work. Oh, and one last thing, Lisa.
Yes?
I wish you the best of luck in Mondstadt.
Thank you. Well then, cuties. Now that the recruiter is gone, we can sit down and have a good chat.
Tukang bujuk.
Much has been happening within the academia, and Gafor is paving the way for his future.
By the way, Lisa, what brought you to Sumeru? Are the Knights okay with you being gone?
Of course. Jean gave me an extended paid vacation. It's rare that I get any time off, so I thought to myself, why not go on a trip and relax a little? I don't know how much of our conversation you heard, but I studied in the Spontamad Darshan at the Academia for 2 years. But instead of staying at the Academia after graduation, I went back to Mondstadt to become the librarian for the Knights of Favonius.
So that's why you came to Sumeru, right? To walk around and meet with your old friends and teachers.
You'd like to know, wouldn't you? Well, I guess it wouldn't hurt if I told you. After all, it was ages ago. If anything, it all boils down to a difference in philosophy. When I first came to the Academia, Professor Cyrus really appreciated my work and invited me to participate in several major projects. But most of those projects ended in failure. To be honest, they went too far trying to achieve wisdom beyond mortal understanding, so failure was only to be expected. I didn't want any part of that lunacy, so I left. Anyway, now that I told you, make sure you keep it between us.
Sounds like you've experienced a lot.
I don't wish to return to the Academia, even if Professor Cyrus came to ask me personally. Rather than conducting experiments day and night, I'm much more suited for working hours that start after 10 a.m., with regular afternoon tea every day.
Oh, Lisa chose to be a librarian because she doesn't want to deal with hassles all the time.
I prefer to take things at my own pace when it comes to tiring tasks like a job. And besides, being able to take regular vacations is also really important. It's a pity I didn't even have time to visit that child in Gandharvaville yet. Gafor found me just after I arrived in Sumeru. Speaking of which, what about you two? What brings my favorite cuties to Sumeru?
Favorite cuties. Kita menjadi sugar
I see.
baby.
Even I didn't expect them to be so bent on their pursuit, wanting to even surpass the gods. Sounds like you were involved in some remarkable events again, and I was completely unaware. And to think, you were even able to handle a crisis of that magnitude. Cutie, your abilities are really beyond measure. Having accomplished such a feat, I'm sure you must have a lot on your plate right now. I was actually thinking about inviting you two to walk around Sumeru with me. What a pity. It's very rare for us to meet like this. Oh, then would you like to spend some time with me, darling? That would be wonderful. I plan to spend the next few days visiting around Sumeru City. At the end of my stay, I'll leave from Gandharvaville and return to Mondstadt via Liyue. Who knows? Perhaps we'll bump into each other again in Sumeru City or Gandharvaville. Come to think of it, there's something romantic about such a chance encounter like this. It's like icing on the cake for this little vacation of mine. If you see me around, be sure to come and say hello. Otherwise, I might start feeling lonely.
There you are. Looks like you two are ready. Very well. Let me inform you of some details. Spontamod has been involved with the ley lines for a long time, and it's imperative that their current is constantly monitored. This research project was also organized to help meet this demand. However, because abnormal fluctuations often occur in Sumeru domains, we must regularly send people deep into various domains to record the situation with the ley lines. Since it's often dangerous inside the domains, we've established a rule of only dispatching personnel with combat capabilities. It'll be your task to go into the domain and record any ley line anomalies. However, if you encounter any danger, please prioritize your safety. Well, those are all the necessary details. When you're ready, you may enter the domain.
Saya tidak bisa berpikir cara bermain-main seperti ini. Oke, 5 tantangan, contoh 10.000. Ada shopnya nggak? Shop. Memang klaim-klaim aja. Dari mana ya? Ini ada 5 sih. Oh, memang solo ya. Ini hydro, udah pasti es. Ini angin petir, ada petir juga masalah. Bebas. Oke. Kayak petir. Oh, gitu. Saya nggak kepikiran yang kedua. Kalau yang pertama kedua. Juga. Apakah ini? Habis silur ya. Ini bonus aja. 2 karakter api yang nggak penting. Ini ada healer, oh nggak masalah, soalnya ini kan kicking, ada lifesteal. Rokok ini sama biasa skill. Jadi jangan sih. Oh.
are about to get dicey.
Don't blink! Cut to the chase! Incoming! Here we go! Time for takeoff!
Game's up. Time's over.
Speed of light! Nowhere to hide! Don't blink! Let's play! Think you can get away? A little gliding... Here we go! Next on the agenda...
Solidify!
Hold the line! Blaze over! Access denied! Yahoo! Time for takeoff! Here we go! Yahoo! Think you can get away? No touching! For Rex Lapis! Time for takeoff!
Kita gas hard, tapi untuk apa ya? Tes ya. Yang kedua kita tes hard, kalau nggak guna, maksudnya nggak ngefek kali dari segi poin. Kita ini capek. Ini juga. Asem. Oke, berarti kaki tadi musuhnya mengingatkan musuh. Ini bisa sini. Lihat belum tuh ya? Satu kali.
Think you can get away?
Let me weave you a verse. Rain out.
Goldfish down!
Here we go. Time for takeoff.
Stabilize!
No, my sword. Witness the power of Kedua. Huh?
Time for a light show!
Yahoo! Think you can get away? Let me weave you a verse. No, my...
I will have order! Yeah!
Time for takeoff.
Rest and rebuild!
This is long overdue. Access denied. Next on, born of ice and frost. Think you can get away? All hail! Access denied.
Gather!
Allow me!
Here we go. Time for takeoff. Blaze over. Born of ice and frost. Think you can get away? Yahoo!
Speed of light!
Here comes the catch. Dreamwork is dreamwork! Let's... Got lucky. Time for takeoff. Incoming! With sword comes shadow. Here we go! Things are about to get dicey. Yahoo! Think you can get away? Everybody stand back! Cut to the chase! Speed of light! Let's play! Time for takeoff. Quietly now. Game's up. Fun's over.
Jauh sih, cuman apa? Kelewat jauh. Oke. Kayaknya cukup dengan yang dua, setidaknya lebih cepat ya. Oke. Kalau gagal kita ganti guys. Ini puter yang terakhir. Ini nggak, ini api, juga api, ini clear berarti ini. Yang pertama clear kan? Nah itu ini bonusnya. Ya tadi pasti api ini kan. Yang pertama clear. Yang kedua tadi semua bisa juga sih. Kemudian ini sama lawan apa ya, coba ya. Yang keduanya dengan dia dong. Gelan sepatu gelan. Yang ketiga baru coba ini aja, ini ketinggalan Bennett supaya dapat double damage. Perlu ada healer. Udah ada Zhang di boleh sih. Salah, angin ada yang guna di mana ya? Ya ada yang kedua kan. Ini pilih apa ya? Bonusnya ini udah 2 HP. Belum 2 HP. Itu satu lagi heal ada sini. Berhubung saya nggak punya, saya juga nggak ngerti amat skillnya. Jadi kebayang hydro damage-nya cuman Kokomi, jadi kurang guna.
Hold the line!
Stabilize!
Witness the power of Kedua. Rain outlines your fate.
Blazing delight! Yeah! Yeah! Jumpy, jumpy, go!
Know my sword. Let me weave you a verse.
Rest and rebuild! Blow them all up! Pew! Yeah!
Rain cutter.
Sparks and flash! Yeah! Boing, boing, boom! Da, da, da! Boom!
I'm going in. Witness the power of Kedua. Huh? There is no escape. Now you shall perish.
You are not welcome here.
Gotcha. Teamwork is dreamwork. Things are about to get dicey. Don't blink. With sword comes shadow.
Regret. Regret.
Hey! Everybody stand!
Order guide you. Solidify.
Here comes the catch.
Oke, baru bisa emasnya 10.000. Atau jangan-jangan lebih rendah lagi. Kita lihat. Oke, berarti ya cuma 5 itu 8.000. Oke, berarti ya pengalaman. Oke, angin bisa pakai. Oke. Jadi yang pertama yang harus kita ketahui adalah angin sangat berguna di semua ini. Oke, berarti kita pakai angin. Oke, ini biar pening. Oke, mantap guys. Pening semua kan, kita pasti gunakan yang pertama doang. Oke, berarti ini kita fokus ke ini. Ini nomor 2 nya, The Isis Queen. Oke aja sih, perlu frozen ya, nggak tahu nih efeknya dia apa. Dia harus ke komi dong. Ini nggak bisa jalan dong. Apa kita kali di mana? Ini guys, ya guys. Bodoh amat, ini apa tadi? Ini kata mana siapa? Ini sih. Yang pertama aja kurang, tapi nggak mungkin pakai sukrus lagi.
The wind knows me.
The night is cold. Stars shine.
Wind strider.
Quietly now. Game's up. Fun's over.
One with nature. Flies high. The birds off. Disappear. Here. Foreign. Worthless.
Busted. These are about to get duggy.
There you are. Think you can get away? Brace yourself.
Should replace my hammer.
Go to the ship down!
Following orders.
Let's play. Time for takeoff.
Fury.
I'm going in. Yahoo! Fire hazard.
Into the wind. Fallen leaves. Adorn my night.
A festive reprise.
Wind strider.
Think you can get away? My guiding stars. Poga line. Access denied. For Rex Lapis. Here we go. Time for takeoff. Let's play. Born of ice and frost. Rest. Rebuild. Brace yourselves. Think you can get away?
pertama ya, yang pertama selesai. Masuk acara guys, Senin. Kita tanggal 13. Oke. Kedua angin yang ketiga. Oke. Oke, pilih skill yang pertama. Seru.
Time for takeoff. Access denied. No touching. Think you can get away?
Gather!
This is long overdue. Born of ice and frost.
Your coming was foretold.
Quietly now. No. Time for takeoff. Yahoo! Game's up. Fun's over. Time for a lecture.
We'll meet again.
Here come the fireworks.
Solidified!
Think you can get away? Brace yourself. Here comes the catch.
Finally, some target.
Animal hypostasis amulet? Busted. Fire hazard!
Rapture waves embrace a storm! Teamwork is dreamwork! Huh? But we'll meet again.
This was
Quietly now. Game's up. Fun. Really?
It's time to go to work.
Let's light it up! Absorption test. Animal test 6308.
We'll be testing my patience.
Enhanced animal module 70. Things are about to get dicey. Be gone! I'm going in!
We'll meet
time for a light show. This body I'm getting dance with me.
Oh, yang kedua. Musuhnya besar-besar. Ya ini ya auto lock. Selesai sudah.